Black but not African. Exploring why not all people labeled Black have African ancestry. Did you know that not one labeled as Black in the Americas is of African descent? For centuries, colonial powers have misclassified Indigenous people as Black, erasing their true heritage. This wasn't a mistake, it was deliberate. By forcing dark-skinned Indigenous peoples into the Black category, colonizers severed their ties to their land, culture, and identity. But the truth is coming to light. If you're ready to uncover the hidden history of Indigenous erasure and reclaim the truth, subscribe to this channel and join us on this journey of discovery. The misclassification of Indigenous people as Black was a calculated strategy. One colonial racial classifications grouped dark-skinned Indigenous Americans together with Africans under labels like Negro or colored, ignoring their cultural and ancestral roots. Two-paper genocide erased Indigenous identity on legal documents, with census records and birth certificates reclassifying Native people as Black. 3. The one-drop rule ensured that anyone with African ancestry, or simply those who looked African, were stripped of their Indigenous identity and forced into a Black racial category. This wasn't about accurately documenting people, it was about erasing Indigenous populations and denying them their rights. Here's the truth. Many people labeled as Black in the Americas are actually Indigenous descendants whose heritage was stolen through colonial manipulation. From southeastern tribes like the Cherokee and Seminole to Indigenous communities in the Caribbean and Latin America, entire populations were absorbed into the Black category to erase their native identity. This false narrative wasn't just about labels, it was about control, land theft, and cultural erasure. The label of Black became a colonial tool to rewrite history and sever Indigenous people from their roots. The consequences of this forced misclassification are profound. 1. Loss of recognition. Many Indigenous descendants are denied tribal status or excluded from their nations because their ancestors were labeled as Black. 2. Cultural disconnection. Generations have grown up believing they were solely African, never knowing their true Indigenous heritage. 3. Perpetuation of colonial lies. Accepting Black as an all-encompassing label reinforces the very systems designed to erase Indigenous peoples. But the movement to reclaim Indigenous identity is growing. Through research, education, and cultural revival, descendants are uncovering their true heritage and challenging colonial narratives. The idea that all people labeled as Black are of African descent is a colonial lie, one designed to erase Indigenous peoples and deny them their rightful place in history. Reclaiming our identity means rejecting these false classifications, restoring our cultures, and amplifying our voices. If you believe in uncovering the truth and empowering those whose identities were stolen, like this video, share it and subscribe to our channel. Together, we can rewrite the narrative and ensure that our Indigenous heritage is never erased again. Join us today.